Hi everybody, it's your girl Imani P from the DMV. You know where I'm at, you know where I be, and welcome to my channel Imaniversus, where I talk about music, culture, and more. So today in this video, I recorded it about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was going to this panel event that Delta Sigma Theta put on for International Women's Day. Because it's Women's History Month. Woo 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 woo. Anyway, so today. Today, we are going to talk about Ariana Grande and her album Eternal Sunshine and Schoolboy Q's album Blue Lips. And it's just going to be a good old-fashioned album review. And you let me know how you feel in the comments below. And let's do it. Yeah! So for those of y'all who do not know, Ariana Grande is an American singer, songwriter, and actress from Boca Raton, Florida, which explains everything about her because Florida is a weird state. I said what I said. Anyway, some of my favorite songs by Ariana Grande: Motive with her and Doja Cat, Right There with her and Big Sean, Be Alright. Those are some things I can name right offhand. Recently, she dropped her, I think is like her 7th studio album called Eternal Sunshine on March 8th. And it's not a long album at all, y'all. It's about 40 minutes long. And Eternal Sunshine is a mixture of, I guess, like house and pop and a little bit of elements of R&B. It's not as heavily R&B as Positions was, but there's like 2 songs on there that I guess you can consider R&B because of a beat change in there or something. So my overall thoughts on Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande is that I personally did not like the album. I do think it's a good album, but I did not like it. And I also don't think it's her best album out of her entire discography. And I'm going to name a couple of reasons why, and then I'm going to tell you some of the things I did like about the album, because I didn't hate it. I just wasn't feeling it. It was just okay, y'all. So my first reason as to why I wasn't really feeling the album was I didn't really like the R&B elements on this album this time around. She usually does a good job with like sampling songs or incorporating some type of R&B in her songs in the past. But the songs The Story and The Boy Is Mine, they were kind of lackluster and seem a bit lazy, I guess. And she said The Boy Is Mine was supposed to be like another kind of rendition of Fantasize. And I still think Fantasize is way better, but she cannot drop that album. She really can't. But it is way better. But yeah, I think the R&B elements were just kind of lazily made and didn't seem like it had like a lot of like thought into it. It was kind of annoying because I thought she was going to sample The Boy Is Mine for the song The Boy Is Mine, but it just seemed like she kind of just sampled like some elements of it, and of course the title. But yeah, they kind of just added like those beats in the background, like the R&B beats, and she still had like singing in her pop element. She didn't really do a good time trying to I guess adapt to the R&B sound, so I didn't really like that. So the second thing is I felt like the album was rushed, and when I did some research, it turned out it was kind of rushed in a way where she said that she recorded it between September 2023 and December 2023 when they had a break from shooting with the movie Wicked, because she's going to be in the movie Wicked that's coming out I think at the end of this year or next year, I can't remember, but yeah, it sounds like it was rushed, and the only reason why I say that is because since it is a concept album of the movie Eternal Sunshine, I don't know if anyone ever heard of it. I've never seen it, but it came out in 2004, which is about like 2 individuals that erase memories from each other and their minds of like their relationship, and that's basically what the album is about. It's an album where she talks about her relationship with her ex-husband Dalton. I feel like since the album seemed rushed to me, and I guess it was rushed, it seemed pretty repetitive because of the concept, and because like I don't think there was like much like thought put into it, like the way that she did in the past albums. I hope that made sense. Because I'm not saying they didn't work hard on it. Of course they did. But you can tell they didn't work. It wasn't like the same hard work that they've had in the past. You know what I mean? You taking like 2.5, 3 months to record an album. I don't know. It sound like it. That's all I gotta say. And the last thing, which isn't really like a critique on the album, but I understand that she's going through a divorce and that's really sad. Because, you know, that's sad to break up with someone. But I kind of don't like how she's trying to play victim in a way. Like, I'm sure like her marriage wasn't that good. They were cheating on each other or probably really disrespectful towards one another. But at the end of the day, you allegedly did like cheat on your spouse as well, and with someone else that was married. I don't know if he cheated on you with someone else that was married, but I feel like between both of them, if they were cheating on each other allegedly, I think hers was worse because you kind of like brought other people into your mess instead of just cheating on him with a single person. You cheated on him with a man with a wife and a kid. Like, you bring other people into it. So I kind of didn't like how she's trying to like play victim. Like, everybody feel bad for me. Like, my marriage was bad. My husband was mean to me. And it's like, well, Arianka, you wasn't that nice to somebody else, and you're being mean to somebody else. I don't know. I kind of just don't like that. I didn't forget. The North still remembers, and I don't like that. And it made me kind of dislike the album in a way. But I don't think it's a bad album. It's just a really, really sad album, and it is really repetitive. And I feel like you have to be in a broken hearted mood, or you're just like sad music, in order to really enjoy it. I still think her vocals sounded nice. Like I said, the content seemed repetitive. I like the song Yes and I didn't know other people didn't like it until I was looking at people on TikTok talking about it. I like that song, and I kind of wish she went more in that direction and just did like a dance and house album, because she's done songs like that before in the past. So like, why not do a whole album with that? Like Beyonce just did it. Like, what's your problem? You know? But I thought she was going to go that route since that was her first single, but, you know, obviously it wasn't it. But I think overall, I give the album like 7 out of 10. Like, it's not terrible, it's not bad. I just really wasn't connecting with it, and I really wasn't feeling it for the reasons I stated above. Okay, let's move on to Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. Woo, woo. So, for those of y'all who do not know, Schoolboy Q is an American rapper from South Los Angeles, California. I guess some of the songs that people would know him for is like Studio featuring BJ the Chicago Kid, Collard Greens featuring Kendrick Lamar, and him being signed to Top Dog Entertainment, who, you know, has artists like SZA, Doechii, Kendrick, J-Rock, and Schoolboy Q, and you know, a lot more. So he dropped his 6th studio album on March 1st, and it's been 5 years since he dropped this album. His last album was in 2019, which is called Crash Talk, but this album is called Blue Lips. It has 18 songs on there and has features from artists like Rico Nasty, Absol, Devin Malik, Josie, and Childish Major, and like a few more as well. But those are just a few of the artists that were featured. So I don't have much of critique about this album. I actually really, really enjoyed it. I think Rico Nasty sounded good on it, as always. She doesn't really do bad with her features. Her features are always very, very good. My favorite song on the album is Thank God For Me, because that I can't even say it. Y'all just gotta go listen to that song, because the beat change when he samples Bickenhead, amazing. That was really good. That's my favorite song on the album. I don't care. I mean, other songs I liked on the album were Lovebirds and Movie. I also like Movie a lot. I think this was if you ever want to talk about growth with an artist, I think we need to talk about Schoolboy Q, because this was a good album to recognize that he actually took those 5 years and grew as an artist. My friend and I were talking about it, and, you know, the album is still very abstract, because he's always been a very abstract person, but this was good. Like, this was good abstract. It was fun. He took risks, and the risks were fun. It was it was good. Like, he did a good job rapping. The content was good. The production was excellent. Like, I just really enjoyed the album overall, and I think it was a good album on his discography. And I really appreciate him and happy that he came back to do more music. I think a lot of artists nowadays need to take notes from a Schoolboy Q and look at what you take 5 years off, you don't do music, and you come back with something that actually shows that you have been practicing your art, practicing your music. And I really appreciate that, and that's why I really enjoy this album. I think it's a solid, like, good 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, depending on how you're feeling. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't have any negative things to say about it, which is interesting because, apparently I'm a certified hater. But, yeah, there's nothing negative to say about it. It's a good album. I think everyone should listen to it more. And I don't know why people aren't talking about it. But I'm here. And that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I think that's overall what I can say condensed in this little 10 to 12 minute video. I'm guessing this is my look. If you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video on this channel. Check out my Spotify and my medias. And thank you again, y'all. Like, I really appreciate you guys. And thanks for being patient with me. Okay. Peace out, A-Town.